Check this thing out. So this is the 2024 Giant Trance Advanced E Plus 2. Performance Fox 36 with the grip. We got a EMTB tuned Fox float at the back. I assume that's a DPS, something like that. Praxis 160 or 165 cranks, I'm not too sure, I'd have to check that. 27 rear, 29 front. Came with an EXO dual compound DHF. I rode it last night, first hit last night. And they were real skatey. Not too bad, like heaps fast, efficient, but just skatey. Not the kind of tires I'd put my trust in at the front. At the back, no worries, but not at the front. So I've ripped that off. And we've got a Maxx grip EXO Plus, so heaps of grip. 23 PSI on the front, 28 in the rear on this dissector. Got along all right on the dissector last night. Now the vids I did get a couple of laps on the GoPro. The GoPro died halfway down my second lap. I did 2 laps. But it was just windy as hell, so I think I've fixed my wind problem, hopefully. I don't know yet. Let's have a look. Got a little bit more coverage on the actual speakers on the GoPro, but we'll see. I just didn't want you guys to deal with the while I'm talking, so I've canned that. It was good hits, but I was excited about this bike. Straight off the bat, it felt great, and put down some fun laps. So let's get back up. It's a SL version, I guess you'd call it. So the motor is still got 85 Newton meters of torque, which is killer. 400 watt hour battery. So I'm assuming 4 laps, maybe 5 laps. Last night I did 2 laps on full boost and a car park test, and I had 2 bars of a possible 5 left. So we'll see how we go today. It's fully charged. We'll see how much we get out of it. So I'm on 1 bar lower than full power. So I guess that's 75% or whatever. 80%, 90% probably, because it feels almost as good as full boost. And it climbs killer. This little motor climbs killer. We'll see how much battery we get. I'm gonna do, I'll try and do 4 laps. I'll try and do 5. I think I'll get 4. We'll push for 5. See what kind of range this thing gets. Straight up, straight down. No boot scooting around. These pedals they're giant pedals, and they got a really large platform, like a long platform, and I feel like I can't, like my foot, where the ball of my foot is pushes in, but it flexes up too much to really put a lot of pressure on the pins. So I'm kind of losing foot traction every now and then. Oh, he's got the triple. Haggard's e-bikes for these pinch climbs. It's almost worth buying one just for that. Especially these light things. Could probably settle the rear end a little more, but it's a very basic shock, so it might be almost as good as it gets. I'm having more confidence today on this front tyre already than I was on the dual compound DHF, same size and everything, but just soft the rubber today, and it's just giving me that little bit of confidence. Saying that was a bit blown out there on the apex of that little berm. Woo. Oh man, this thing is good. I'm confident already. And the high bottom bracket really isn't giving me too much grief at all. I'm into it. Oh yes. Digging it. Not sure of the token count in the fork, but it's quite supple. Maybe a little soft, maybe a little soggy off the top. In the travel, I mean, not off the top. I did clap it yesterday. Well, I found full travel. I didn't really clap it, but I absolutely found full travel. Had full yeehaw bar at the end of the lap, and that was on that rock drop at the top of Twisted there. So we just come down. Oh man, this thing's easy to ride. Man, this thing is easy to ride. Whew. And blast straight back up. So we did go full yeehaw bar on the fork then, so full bottom out. Probably on that rock drop. Again, just that first one. Didn't feel it, I don't think I felt it. But yeah, she's definitely welcoming a token in that fork. But it feels good. I got that compression. So last night when I did a couple of laps, I had the first lap, this compression dial, the grip dial was completely open, and it made the fork feel real noodly, like flexy and not confident. I couldn't bash it into anything. Saying that, I had that tire as well, but I added 2 clicks, like real faint clicks. So basically the marker for the grip, this sucker here, goes from there, which is like 10 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock. So to 12 o'clock, which is 2 faint clicks, and that just feels killer. That feels like adequately strong, but not overly resistant. So it's just added the compression that I wanted without going too hard on the comp. And yeah, it doesn't feel noodly anymore. That fork doesn't feel noodly at all. So we'll drop perg. We'll see how it feels on the steeper bits with this new front tire. So I was a bit hesitant yesterday on it. I just hit purgatory. This thing picks up speed, and that back tire doesn't really hook up when you're trying to brake hard, but it seems to be hanging on for the corners. Yeah, this front tire is definitely a better tire, for sure. Singing it into there, that was better. Got like a 65.8 head angle, I think, 65-ish. Woo! The only time I'm noticing that high bottom bracket is this trail. When I'm in that steeper, shooty bit, I feel like I'm trying to get my feet down lower, but the bike ain't allowing it. My hips are too high in order to kind of shift direction from the back. I got to do more of a central directional shift. Oh deer, little baby deer, that's cool. Haven't seen one of them around here for a little while. Yeah, this front tire is a killer. This is why I always go back to it. It's not invincible, she'll still get you. Oh, but heaps of brake and force power, heaps of grip. People have been complaining about this straight line online. Don't worry about it, just go around it. Not a big deal, like, you just make it happen. Got a little youngster doing some work there, that's killer. Thanks, bro. There's always fairies out and about doing work. I reckon I just dusted him a bit. Sorry, brother. He's all good. 2 climbs down, and I've been going pretty hard, like just racing up the hill in that just 1 click down from boost. So 4 of the 5 potential power bars, and I've used 1 bar of battery, probably click over to 2 bars in a minute. But so far this range is impressing me. Yeah, we'll see how many laps we can get. Maybe we'll get 6. If we get 6 off of this bike, there's absolutely no need to go a bigger bike, bigger battery, I don't think, for me anyway. The weight trade-off on those heavier bikes is just too much for me to entertain. Like, the only reason, I guess one of the only reasons I don't have an e-bike is because of the weight. I don't want a 23 kilo bike or a 25 kilo bike. I know they're fun and whatever, and every time I get on one, I have an absolute ball. But it's not something I can have in my life all the time. It's like you have a ball at the club on Saturday night, but if you had to go to the club and party every night of the week for the rest of your life, you probably wouldn't enjoy it that much. Poor analogy, but yeah, this thing's killer. So I think it's about around the 19 kilo. I'll weigh it before I give it back, see where we're at. But it's killer. It is doing everything I want it to do down the trail. Literally everything. The fork feels killer. I probably clap. Oh no, I didn't clap it on that run. So it's only that fast flat drop and pushing that extra weight into the bike that's getting it to clap. I've still got a good 40 mil there easily of travel. Rear, I'm pretty sure I'll be down the bottom. Yeah, I'm down the bottom. Don't know if I clapped it. I probably did. I found the bottom. I didn't clap it. I really am enjoying this fork too. 36 performance. Got the grip dial in the right spot, I think. I'm not reaching for anything. It just feels killer. And it's simple. It's just got a low speed rebound and that grip dial. And then you can play with your air and your tokens. The DPS, surprisingly smooth. Simple, I guess. Just a little workhorse out the back there. 140 mil of travel. I think the fork is a 160. I have to check the specs. You can correct me in the video, correct me in the comments, but it's man, this bike is a good balance. I'm not sure how people go about de-restricting these Yamaha motors, but the 25k an hour limit is still like, you get over that to pedal and you're still stuck in the mud like all the motors. So I'd love to see that fixed. I'd love to see that addressed and sorted. Oh, nice off camber. Good test for that front tyre. Yeah, so the only thing I don't like about e-bikes is the weird 25k an hour restriction. Makes no sense to me. 35 I can deal with. I can get down with that, but then, you know, you spend enough time at 35, do you start complaining? I don't know. I think it'd just be better. It's just a lot of jumps and trails. You know, trail speed's generally 30 to 35 k's an hour for a lot of jumps. And being stuck in the mud after 25, coming into a 30k an hour jump is quite scary for some people. Do the old lift it over the fence trick. Way lighter than a normal e-bike. Surely it's not. That feels a little heavier than my bike. Not terrible at all. Oh. Straight up, straight down. Stick with tradition. Oh, that'll get your eye. There's a couple of branches hanging off there. Got to watch that. Wear your goggles or maybe tidy it up next lap. Could do with a touch more compression maybe at the back. I feel like it's just a little in and out of travel. A couple of these hits. Oh, to the moon, didn't bottom it. that that high bottom bracket just hinders your cornering a little bit with your hips. Definitely can corner. Oh, look at this. Oh no, it's not a line. I thought that was a line staying high there, but it's not. Can't tell you. You're local, you should know that. I've just been seeing it develop. Seeing it like a line develop there, and maybe I'm tripping. A little bit of an issue with this pedal. Just getting my foot back in a good position. Like I can't get enough weight on the front and back of the pedal where the pins are, because there's such a long gap in between it. You really got to pilot this thing if you want to throw it hard. Just because of that height. Maybe I'm just jacking up a little bit in the back. Maybe I can drop a bit of pressure. Woo! A bit washy on the front then, that was good. Kind of squared it a little hard, but man, this thing's killer. 3 bars still on that screen of battery left. Whew, dusty. That's lap 3. Went to the car, checked that pressure, and yeah, the rear end had jacked up a bit, 5 psi higher than what I set it at. So 147, I wanted 142, so we're back at that now. Maybe do another lap of that. 2 bars left, 4th lap. 4 weeks, take 2, with a little bit softer shock. 5 psi softer. Oh yeah, love that max grip. Whoop. Clap the fork just then. Definitely need a token. Absolutely need a token. Rear's definitely calmer. Got me just kind of pointing and shooting a little bit better. On the high line. Yeah, the fork's a little in and out on this steeper stuff on the brakes. Definitely a token will be welcome. Woohoo! Definitely better with that softer rear, but it's not so soft that I'm clapping or anything. It's just good. And I guess this bottom bracket height is actually quite good for pedal clearance. Gives me a bit more confidence to stab a quick pedal in and whatnot. Yo, how you going, man? Yeah, boy. 4 laps, 2 bars on the screen. We'll definitely get one more climb at least. Oh, that's hectic. That is hectic. This bike is the bee's knees. I'm loving every inch of this bike. What would I change? I chopped the bars this morning, so I'm at 770 to the edges of the grips. Bars at 760. At 5mm of grip either side hanging off, and I thought about a higher rise bar, but I really don't think I need it. It's at 1080 at the moment. Just maybe a token in that fork to keep it up. Maybe we'll do that before we do our next lap. So it comes with 3 tokens, as you can see. So I'll add another one and we'll see where we're at. That's a full battery on my 5th climb. Nearly at the top. Not quite. I'm at the top of the noodle. So let's just drop that. Killer. I'm happy with that. That was at 4 bars the whole way up. I wonder if I let it chill, if it'll give me a little bit of how you going back when I'm done. Not that we need it, because this track's all party from top to bottom. There's no pedaling. Is this the one? Yep, this is the one. Let's get it. Motor's off. Just the bike now. Oh, I just got stung by something on the thumb. Damn, that is stinging. Oh no! I think it's like it must have smashed into a bee or something. And she's stinging. Woo! Oh, that puts a fire in you. Oh god, this bike is good. This bike is exceptionally good. Ah, there's the pedaling section. And there. Woohoo, that's killer. Yeah, this lower bottom, lower ride height with the 142 out the back doesn't give me that high bottom bracket that I was talking about. That feeling that I've been struggling with a little bit. So it's just a matter of getting that sag right. That's probably 16 mil of sag, 15 and a half. Yo, I know he's killer. That's a day done on the Trance Advanced E2. What a weapon. Shout out Alex for letting me borrow this. Oh, you're a legend, bro. This bike is wild.